Dad has done some work with him because he's one heck of a basketball player, and he came in right away, and he could have fooled me that he hadn't played before. The one great thing about Nate Suzuki is that, you know, he'd get the whole gym cheering for him. And the kid comes and sets ferocious picks. You set a couple tonight that took people out. I've seen you take the biggest player and put him on the floor, creating opportunities for your team. And again, that's what we all did, creating opportunities. You really did it in a special way, Nate. You're a 10-year-old. You really showed your maturity a lot of the times in practice and in the games. There was the one time, particularly, where Summer and Cole weren't at the game. You know, two of our best scorers weren't there. Nate Suzuki stepped in again at the 2 spot, which kind of commands the scoring burden. Kid scored 10 points, pulled down 6, 8 rebounds, created opportunities for people. 4 or 5 assists. He really stepped up. Nate's the epitome of what a team player is, a role player, a basketball player. I'm so proud of you, buddy. Congratulations, man. Let's see.
Nick?
Who else?
Nick?
Nick and Jacob. Nick, come here. Nick's my man. Ever since he's played in the league for a long time. Ever since he was a 6-year-old. I remember, seeing him and going, "Oh man, look at that kid." And I wanted to draft him, and his dad kept coaching and taking him, so I couldn't really get him. I've always wanted Nick to be on my team, and I finally got him. If you watch the kid do anything, from basketball to football, I did the bell rung right away when I saw him out there slinging touchdown passes. He's an incredibly gifted athlete, and I think more importantly than his athleticism is his understanding of what's going on and his ability to bring everybody together. As far as I'm concerned, in an offensive situation, Nick's the best kind of player. I'm sorry, Nick. Now I've been getting them mixed up all week. You gotta yell at him all the time. Nick's the best kind of player because he's absolutely selfless, and he shares the ball better than I can. Just everybody know. I say it 100 times. I played a bunch of basketball. I like to score and keep the ball and shoot. And I cannot imagine the selflessness, the heart of this kid. The real desire to bring everybody together. It's been unbelievable to see him working, and I just see great things for him as an athlete. And you continue to impress me every single day, buddy. And you continue to blow people away. Jacob. I think, Louis would probably agree. Jacob, probably nothing comes easy for him, especially playing basketball because he's my kid. I grind on him pretty good. I like to set the example with Jacob. I have high expectations on all these kids, and not just on the basketball court, but how they act in the playground, how they behave at school, how they speak to adults when they're around. That's the kind of stuff that's important to me. Jake is a work in progress with some of that stuff, but the one thing he does do is really brings an unbelievable passion to compete in whatever he does, whether it be soccer or basketball, which are the kind of 2 sports that he's chosen. A lot of times I know Jake loves soccer. I think he plays basketball because he knows that I love it, and I think he tolerates me a lot in that regard. He sits there and will look at me with this understanding gaze when I talk about offensive sets and different things. When I ask him to come to the TV and I replay different things and all he wants to do is play Legos a lot of times. But I continue the intensity, and the great thing about Jacob is he always really delivers an incredible satisfaction to me, just like he does to all you parents with your kids, as you see him doing anything and everything that they can do out on the court to really become better. And a lot of it you realize when you get the look after they do something. I know all of you have gotten it when when they get a steal or when they get a basket or they get a rebound. It's the greatest thing in the world, and that's why I do this, because really I get to be as close as I can to watch my kid compete as much as I can, and that's the most special thing to me. And then bringing the rest of these kids in with it together is like a combination of success that I can't really even describe. You know, and really quick, before, I don't really want to sap you, you know, with anything, but Jake and I talk about, you know, a different thing, and our family talk about a speech of success, and basically it's about a guy who brings who really a young guy who really has a desire to succeed and do well in life, and he doesn't really know how to go about it or how to reach his goals, and he goes to this guru, this wizard, a really smart, successful guy like Louis, and he asked the guy, how do I find success? How can I achieve a success like you? And the guy says, well, if you want to achieve success, then you have to come out and meet me at the beach at 4 o'clock in the morning. And the guy goes, well, I don't know, all right, and I guess I'll go out. And, you know, so he wore a suit and went out to the beach and met this guru guy, and the guru said, well, let's go start walking out in the water. And he walked out in the water, and he held him down, or they went out in the water up to about shoulder level, and told him to come out a little deeper, and then he held the kid's head down underwater, and held him down, Eventually let him back up, and they went back, and they're on the beach, and he got him a towel, and he asked the kid, he said, when you were underwater, what did you want to do the most? And what did he want to do, Jacob? He wanted to breathe. And the guru told the kid, as he had the towel wrapped around him and he was sitting with him on the beach, he said, when you're ready to succeed as badly as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. So when you approach things with intensity, and you approach things that are important to you, and you accept challenges that are important to you, you have to go all the way. You can't do something halfway. You have to give it everything you've got, and if you do that, then you'll be successful. And that's why I coach basketball, because it gives me an opportunity to work with you kids, and people like you, and parents like you, and really achieve a level of success that money can't bring, or fancy cars can't bring,